Happy Monday. We have some AI updates for you guys, and I think Nathan and I both have a lot, so we're just going to start ping-ponging them back and forth. Rapid
So,
fire.
take two. Go. Ping pong.
AI
Oh, we're ping
Monday.
ponging.
Gonna play a little ping pong with some AI updates.
All right, let's go.
All right, the great AI ping pong update extravaganza.
Whoa.
Who's going first, me or you?
Me. That way you can
Okay.
end. So save your best for last.
Okay,
I'm
okay. I
gonna
think
I'm gonna go from like quickest to slightly longer. So like
oh man,
they'll start short.
give me just 2 more seconds because this thing still isn't loading for me. For crying
All
out
right.
loud.
So my first one, because we don't have any more time to wait for Jordan to figure out her life. We'll be here all day.
God.
Um, Two of mine are literally foreign. So let's start with the first one. China used it involved machine learning, so it's a bit of a stretch to be like AI. I didn't look into the details of how much they used AI for it, but to fully, in an automated way, create a road, and it was like a decently lengthed road, but it was just the pavement tools, the all of it. Every part was a machine instead of needing a human, and everything was automated by software. And so they were able to completely, just send out the machines. The computer program took care of all of it, and then the road was placed and paved and ready to go. And so it's just one of those things that it's those people on the ground that are like, AI can't replace me. It can't pave a road. Well, machines can, and AI can navigate them. So it can, and it is now. And that was in China. So yeah, of course, that'd be great when that gets to America. Imagine your tax dollars going towards that, and you actually know that all the roads will be paved because they can just send out the machines and it's done a lot faster. That'd be great.
Honestly, that sounds great.
Honestly, it does. I'm like, if
Machines paving
people
the
that were
road.
paving roads were really worried about their jobs, then they should do them better. Because all the
Wow.
roads nearby me are not paved. So,
Well, yeah, okay.
but also I live small town in Montana, so it wouldn't
Yeah.
be anyway.
But that's awesome. I like that one. All right.
Hmm.
All right. My turn.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. This is super quick. All my updates are super quick. There was this Polish radio station that when was this? Last month, I think. I don't remember. But basically they fired all of their journalists. They let all their human journalists go and they replaced them all with AI journalists. So their radio station started only having AI voices reporting, and it did not go great. People
Yeah.
really were not too pleased with that. There was thousands and thousands of people that signed this petition to have them end the experiment, and how could you
Wow.
replace your employees with AI? And I mean, honestly, like if they're listening to this and the AI delivery is like it says robotic and stuff, like that sounds awful. Like why would you? Yeah, no one wants to listen to that anyways. But yeah, people were really mad. And then it's funny to me because, you know, even though it feels like a failed experiment, the editor of the station said my whole goal was to spark a conversation about AI, and we did, so success.
Count your wins where you get them.
Yeah, but anyway, that's mine. Go
I
for it.
would say in order to that one, I would say I think that a company starting fresh would have a better chance at that. Like an organized, like a broadcast, station that's fully like, hey, we're going to be a broadcast station that's run by AI, that would have a better time than one that's already established and already has a listener base that's switching to AI. Because
Yeah,
firing people and becoming AI is worse to most people than just starting with AI. So I think that the idea has hope. I think that especially as the voices get better, the idea has hope, and that could totally
we know
happen.
it does. We've heard
Yeah,
the podcasts and
right.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So I think it just has to start fresh instead of start with an organization that's already got a reputation.
Hmm.
Hmm. All right,
Yep.
you ready for my other foreign one?
Yes, I am.
It's the exact same thing, so I feel like this is funny to split them up. But Singapore is doing also machine operations and such to remove cargo from ships and handle a lot of things with their like shipping. So they're able to just have these machines going day and night, loading giant cargo and taking it off the ship and running other ship operations that were, normally manned by humans. And again, it's one of those things that it's like, what do you know? The casualties and failures have gone down a lot, and because it's better, and as it gets even better, it can be even more functional. But it's already running when a human wouldn't be able to run it like throughout the entire day and such. So just another area using more AI to do things that people maybe thought, would be only able to be done by humans. So
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Um, I've got some, I kind of want to combine these two. I know I had said you couldn't combine your two foreign ones, but
No, you can't.
um, okay, cool, cool, cool.
We're out of time.
Did you say I can't? I thought you said I
I
can.
said you can't.
Oh, rude. Okay, well, here we go. They're both about funding, that's why. Um, just Waymo, I think, yeah, Waymo, that's how you say that. Alphabet, Google, Alphabet,
Yeah.
their self-driving car, their self-driving
Hmm.
taxis
Hmm.
that they have, they just got a whole bunch more funding. So they're looking to expand. Yeah, $5.6 billion is a bit.
Wow.
Uh, yeah, so they're looking to expand. And anyway, that just brings up some fun conversations of because a lot of people are embracing these, driverless taxis.
Hmm.
And I think they're in three different cities. I don't remember. It's like a couple places in California. Oh, I think
Where the weather's nice.
it's San Francisco and Los Angeles and I think Arizona or so. Anyway, but
Those are
anyway, they're
those
in
are the
three different
places.
main cities. Um, yes, but wow, man, you made me lose my train of thought. Oh yeah, basically just the question is, apparently they did this Pew Research did a big poll, and two-thirds of people said if they got the opportunity to drive in a driverless car, they would not take it. They do not want to drive in an automated self-driving car. And I'm like, that's surprising. Like, I don't know, I guess so, but I'd do it. And so apparently it's been really big for like women, for safety concerns who don't want to go in cars with
Hmm.
strangers, for Uber, don't want to do that or even with parents who aren't able to take their kids to school on a school day, like they send them in a driverless taxi, like
Hmm.
super interesting. And all the things that come up of like, oh, like what about when they crash and all these things. And it's, just statistically, like if they can get it to be a lot
They
safer
already
than
don't crash as much
humans.
as humans.
Exactly. Yeah,
So it's
exactly.
already
That's the
safer.
point.
It's just they crash once and
Yeah.
it makes all the headlines, unlike people. So,
Yeah, because people crash all the time.
mhm.
Yeah, but I mean, I assume the answer is yes from you. If you had the opportunity to drive in a self-driving car, you
Well, yes, no matter what, but I would be much more inclined if it was a Tesla. Because selfishly, I trust Tesla more just because of how much learning and data they have. And if it was like a robo taxi, like a futuristic car, no steering wheel, you hop in with your friend, you get to watch something on the screen and you get taken to your destination, that'd be sick. So,
Well, they're getting there. He's working on that kind of service as well, hoping to start launching that next year, I believe. So Google Waymo is already going, but Tesla, they've got some of that technology, and so they just are trying to get it to the next level to where they can have this kind of similar service.
they already have similar things, but you're right. No, they're not as Waymo's already got the jump on it,
Yeah,
going at it
yeah.
already in cities. So,
Hmm. Yeah.
well, my next one was I don't know if you heard. This is literally just an AI update. I mean, Search GPT. Did you play around with that at all?
Search.
ChatGPT got the Search GPT. I played around with it when it was in like development like months ago, but it
Mhm.
finally came out. So now when you're on a normal GPT chat, you can just hit a button to turn basically on the Search GPT feature.
What's that? The sun just came right in my face.
I was like, you need to close those.
The sun
Uh,
is setting.
you're lucky. There's no sun here. It already like set. So
So say that again because I was distracted. So are you
no, you're
saying
fine.
the extension that is for search engines? So like if you're Googling something, it has the little extension. Is that what you're talking about?
It's I feel like more than anything, it's how it presents its results to you. So let me just
Oh,
share my
okay.
screen.
Well, then I probably haven't heard about this. I don't know.
So for instance, this would be like if you wanted like a recipe for a cookie. I'm literally just showing you how this works is you type it in, but then you'd hit this button and then it turns on search. Then it'll search it and then it'll come up with more of like a link spaces where you can actually like find the or go back to the link. It uses a lot more sources to do it. So I don't know. It's like an advanced search where it's actually specifically searching the web. You can ask it where it'll like give you recipes. I asked it about restaurants in the town I live in, and it was like a little
Yeah.
more detailed. But more than anything, I think that's just how it presents it to you, where it's a replacement for Google. So I don't think it looks as nice as Google yet. I think that it needs um, some work. Yeah, no, I mean it's decent. It's cool. I feel like if I had that, if I just removed Safari from my dock and I had ChatGPT, I would go there, I would type in the search, and I would ask it, and it'd be a little more personal with the answers, where it can actually like give sentences. It's not just a bunch of blue links, and it can like describe things. Like for instance, I asked for restaurants, and then I said, okay, this one specifically, what's on their menu? So it gave me several options on their menu, talked about what it tastes like, or like what customer reviews said it's like, and so it's cool. It's more personal. It does the research for you and gives you the answers basically, but it it's not that much different from just asking a normal prompt
Yeah,
box of ChatGPT. So I don't know.
sure.
Little update. What's the other
Man,
funding one?
you
What?
use the cookie example. That's still like, as silly as it is, that's one of the most common things I use ChatGPT for. It's just when we get to the end of the ingredients in the house, I just put them all in there and I'm like, give me a recipe. And it gives me something to
I
make it
still have
into. Like,
never done
I
that.
still do that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Speaking of cookies, though, I plan on making peanut butter cookies for when our sisters come down this weekend.
Brilliant. I just made
Hmm
those the other
hmm
day because they're so easy. I'm like,
hmm
hey,
Everyone can have them. And we got eggs to make pancakes, but both of us don't do great with eggs on their own. So I was like, well,
okay.
what else can we use eggs for? I was like, oh, cookies. So,
Peanut butter cookies.
yep,
Nice.
always.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay. This one, I feel like Google's just doing their own version of what a lot of people are doing. Have you heard about Project Jarvis yet? This is what they're calling it. And basically it's they called it a computer using agent AI system. So basically it's an AI that would be able to see your browser and do stuff for you. You
Sure.
know, kind of like how Apple's part of their Apple Intelligence, it'll be able to see the app and perform functions
Yeah.
for you.
And ChatGPT is
Similar
working on that
concept.
extension as well.
Yep, and
Kind of
Microsoft's got
live on your computer.
Pilot Vision.
It's the
Um,
upgraded paperclip guy,
oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah.
majorly
One
enhanced.
started it all. Yeah. So anyway, they were planning to show Jarvis off next month. We'll see if that still is the case, but it's going to be the kind of the next version of Gemini. Um, and it's supposed to help just automate things, make it that much quicker, which I feel like if people use Chrome and, I don't know, I feel like it's going to be a pretty easy one to just incorporate into what you're doing.
Hmm.
I think it works for more browsers than that, but it's like specifically attuned for Chrome, just like how Google likes to do. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Cool.
that might be cool. We'll see.
Nice. Another update. Last week there was a series of Apple events where they unveiled the new Mac announcements. There was the like Mac computer, like Mac Mini,
Right.
where it's an actual computer. You gotta attach it to a screen. There was
Yeah.
the MacBook, and there's the Mac of the actual like computer itself. Both the MacBook and the Mac was basically, look, we upgraded their chip to one that you've already heard about. Now it can run these things that you've already heard about. Here's some new colors that it comes in. That's about it. It was performance and it was colors, but it wasn't like any new features or anything exciting. My computer doesn't suddenly feel very old. I still have one of the best ones, so I'm happy about that.
Sure.
And like the colors that the computer that comes in is it's like a rainbow of colors, so you can pick anything. It's like, okay, cool. But I don't care. But the Mac Mini specifically was cool. I mean, I share about these because every single thing they talked about how it was built for intelligence or Apple Intelligence. So, the videos are like 10, 15 minutes, and half of it is like, look, new product with new specs and colors. But also, it can run these things of AI that we've already talked about. So it's very repetitive of like, yes, we get it. They can all do the things that you already talked about, how we'd be able to do, that the phones can already do, that iPads can already do, whatever. But as far as the Mac Mini specifically, they made it a lot smaller and more powerful, and it's the same price of like $600. And that one stuck out to me just because it's like affordable compared to like a $2,000 laptop. So if you want a $600 computer that's decently powerful and can run Apple Intelligence when that actually releases, and or as that releases, but is also like very small, like almost Apple TV size, like we're talking
Huh.
pretty small for a very powerful computer. I thought that was pretty cool. I don't need it, but that was like one of those things that is like, if I had that, that'd be cool. Hook it up to my monitor or something, if be able to run more powerful programs. But overall, nothing cool. And yet, I'm still credit to them to not do a big hour-long announcement over all this, because it wasn't anything interesting, and yet they made a 3 video series out of it, and that's the most it needed to be. So
Sure,
just
sure.
little Apple updates for their Macs.
Cool.
All right.
Well, my
You got one
next one
more
is super
small one?
short. I don't know.
All right,
It's
cool.
super short. I don't know. I don't have like any more
Like
information.
one
It's just
sentence.
they're doing another round of funding for Elon Musk, for X.
Oh,
So
I
XAI is trying to get some more money in there, not just for Elon Musk as a person.
mean, XAI is already like one of the biggest ones with their whole like
Well,
giant supercomputer that they built in like
they're
a
worth
couple
less
months or
than
whatever.
half of ChatGPT though. But
Yes. ChatGPT
not
is
Chat,
still
OpenAI. Sorry, I meant
OpenAI.
OpenAI.
Yeah, OpenAI
Yeah,
is still like the
the
front
monster.
of the pack,
Oh yeah.
and they've
Oh
been,
yeah.
yeah, they're more powerful too, as far as they're more capable. But XAI already has like the computers built to become more powerful, I think is how I put it. Like they have
Yeah.
yet to
Okay.
get there, but
Okay.
they already have the tools to get there. So it's
Sure.
just a
But
matter of
anyway, so
time.
they're trying to get some more money in there, and it's gonna be epic. We'll see. That's
Cool.
all.
The memes are gonna be even more enhanced. Like,
Oh,
what else is
okay.
XAI even used for? Literally nothing.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Something amazing, I guess.
Cool.
Very
So you
cool.
got one more, and it's the bigger one.
Well, I had like another thing that I was going to talk about a bit because I just hadn't learned much
6
about. Yeah, I know. I just hadn't learned, like I said, they just came to me. Or like you said, they just came
in
to
a
me.
dream.
But in a dream, yeah. But the one that I hadn't looked into and I need to look
XAI,
into it more is
more
just
funding.
Google's
Whoa.
stop. Stop it. Google's system for watermarking. Um,
Hmm.
AI stuff. That's super interesting to me, so I got to look into it some more. But just over the last several months, I think they've been working on that. Yeah, yeah, being able to watermark text, being able to just identify content that's been created by AI. Everyone wants to be able to
Yeah.
tell. But also like if you create something with AI, there's potential that you'd be able to somehow, attach a watermark or a signature to that, which is really interesting to me because so far, like if you create something with AI, it just kind of feels like, I don't know, it's hard to claim it as your own, but I think that that's coming, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
Uh, like if
I see it
I
as like an
AI
NFT,
to make something.
where even if you
Okay.
create an NFT using the exact same image, it would have a different identity.
Sure.
Like it
Yeah.
would be different. And then one, you could look at the actual number of one, and its value would be better because it's the original or something.
Sure. 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 Yeah.
So even if you feel like
Anyway,
you can create the exact same thing with AI, if someone created it first and is already like it's valued at a lot, yours will be watermarked, and you can tell that it's by some random lowly creator.
sure. Yeah.
So,
There you go.
huh. Interesting.
Ah,
Cool.
interesting. And then my last one
No, no,
was,
no, 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 no.
oh,
Hey, what? Are you kidding me? I
oh,
have another one.
I didn't
You're
realize
just
you
trying
had
to,
more.
you're just abandoning the ping pong.
I'm sorry. There you go.
Um,
I'll just eat my pudding.
yeah, do that. Eat your pudding. Um, all right. I'm gonna share my screen. So this last one, couple dudes. I don't know why I always just assume it's a couple like college students. I have no idea who made
Dude.
this. Um,
Those couple dudes are on the forefront of AI,
they
though. I
are,
mean,
man. They're
they're
going
really
at it.
doing, that's where the real
They're doing
innovation is.
they're doing so much. Uh, yeah. Anyway, no, they these people. This is a project called Oasis, and they recreated Minecraft using AI. So basically, Oasis is a new AI model that creates open world games without needing a game engine. So instead of like a pre-built system, it makes the game world on the spot, reacting to what the player does in real life. So it handles like the gameplay, the movement, and the visuals all like on its own real time. See Oasis. So this is very recent. I assume you can see it again. I just have to
Yeah,
confirm.
yeah.
All right, cool. So yeah, so this is all AI, but
Okay.
they talk about they talk about what Oasis is and what you're able to do in it. No game engine, just a foundational model. It's just like imagine not needing to code a game, not needing anything. The game creates itself as you play it. Like that idea of like AI making the game up as you go. It knows like it can see your fingers or it knows the keys that you're pressing and it's like, "Oh,
Hmm.
that's forward moving or that's the jump button." And then it just generates what it would look like to jump in that game or to move in that game. So that's like what this is. It's intense and it's in like I don't know if it'll change the way games are made or if it's just this random little project that people worked on, but it talks about all the how it works, a bunch of technical stuff. But I figured I might as well play a demo of
So
it
it's
because it's
AI
free to
powered
do.
Minecraft?
AI powered, yeah, it looks like Minecraft. Let's mute it. Next, which one should I do? Just the how about the mountain meadow? Whoa, waiting for your turn. Or maybe I won't be able to do it if I can't show it. Oh, wait. Maybe I could do this one. Sick. Cool. Whoa. So I have to like majorly move the mouse to turn it. Let's see. So I'm like looking around and it's generating this stuff as I go, which that's the funny thing is that as soon as I turn and then turn back, it looks different because it's trying to,
What?
create it. It doesn't have a good memory, but like I can also go to an item and it shows me holding it. I can click to
Yeah.
place it. I can try to like go into this. Whoa, that's not what crafting looks like. Okay. And then it looks a little messed up. Starts to see some wood. So then I turn and now this is all wood. You can go down, jump. Whoa. Now wait, wait above me. So do you see how like wonky it is where it kind of changes it? I'm breaking a
Funky.
block. But like look at that. Like you can on that I don't know what I'm breaking it with. Meat. Okay. But it's
I'm
generating
to
at real
side again.
time.
I want to see how the
What?
landscape has changed. That's so weird.
So like this is like starting to be like sand or something. Whoa.
That
And then
who
if
would
I
want to
if I
play
just
this?
look up,
I don't get it. I
well,
mean,
it's
maybe it's
bad,
the
but
player,
imagine if
but
this was good and it had the memory to be able to remember like what it used to look like behind you.
sure.
So
And
now it's
that's
also
so
now it's all
funny.
dirt. Now I'm standing on wood again. I can like well sometimes you can break a block. Oh, now I'm breaking it really slowly, but it's still how it looks and stuff because it just saw what Minecraft looks like and tries to recreate it. This looks very
Wow.
creepy. Anyway, that's basically it. But it's
That's really
continue end game.
interesting.
But it is bizarre being able to just create create a game real time while you're playing it. So if the memory got a lot better, like AI is already doing, and it could remember what it looked like before you turned around, it could just remember a world and you slowly build this world in AI as it like remembers what everything looks like. Remember where you put that item and that it's in the chest, but you didn't code any of it. It's all a ton. This is like a ton of models. I saw the amount of models that they use to make it. It's like so many different AI tools, but still to not have to code a game, you could just be like, here's what it should look like when they jump, and then it does that when they hit the right key. It's weird. It's
Huh.
weird. It's like instead of code, you're using AI.
Hmm.
AI is replacing
That's
code.
super
Is how
interesting.
is my take on it. So
Okay.
yeah.
I don't
Anyway,
think
it
I don't know. I
was
feel like that
bizarre.
would
So
my head a little bit. We'll see. That's interesting.
it depends on how good AI gets. Obviously, coding is stronger because it can handle a lot more. But if you can just make it look like you're in a game, like it's making everything real time, it makes it look all accurate. It would feel like playing a normal coded game, but it could be run so much easier because it wouldn't need the amount of programming or computing that coding maybe makes it need. So
Fair enough.
I don't know. We'll see if it goes anywhere, or we'll see if it's just a little project by these people. But it was interesting. I liked the video on it. I was
Yeah.
like, I want to play that, and then I was able to. So that was kind of cool. Yeah,
Well, that couple of dudes, they've real done it again, so that's good.
they've done it again, man. They're just they're going at it. All right.
My last like isn't as interesting because I have nothing to show for it, but also there's a heavy amount of human stupidity involved in this one, so want to
Then I'm very
it's
excited.
all good. Well, no, I'm just gonna tell you the highlights.
I'm all excited.
But basically,
Hey,
these
hey,
researchers, what?
hey. We have like 4 minutes left. Do you want to start a meeting and invite me so that we can do intros and stuff and not rush? And then I will just combine the two recordings.
All right, fair enough. Yes, it
Welcome
is. I
back.
have to
Welcome
fix my.
back.
Oh wait, I'm done fixing it. All right, cool. So basically, these researchers put two AI bots in a room together, right? Basically, just had them talk to each other endlessly to see what would happen, and they became obsessed with memes. Whatever. Yeah. So he took a third AI bot, from my understanding, these couple of dudes took a third
Oh yeah,
AI
the
bot
couple of dudes.
and yeah.
I know
And
them.
right, those guys. And then took their conversation about all the memes and stuff that they'd been obsessing over, especially the one having to do with a goat, gave it access to a Twitter or an X account to be able to post on its own, and then also gave it some funding and some access to some oh, to like crypto blockchain stuff,
Sure.
right?
You know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why not? So basically, it started to create this Terminal of Truth's AI Twitter account, X account, whatever it is. It started to create its own religion around this stupid meme.
Wow.
So it became, this whole thing, and it's creating this, yeah, religion around it. But basically, the actual news story is that they gave it some funding, like some money, basically, and it created its own meme coin, like people do
Right. Yeah.
with
Yeah.
stupid little coins and they don't really go anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, it created its
Except for
own based
Doge.
off of its right, except for that one, based off of its new religion that it made up. And then it put its own money into this coin, and then people started like giving to it and buying it and all this stuff. Anyway, all of that being said, the coin became super valuable all of a sudden, and this stupid meme obsessed robot became the first AI millionaire. So
Wow.
it's a thing
Wow.
that has happened now. Yep.
So
Yep.
probably the guy that's in charge of the AI actually became the millionaire.
Right.
And
Except that it's owned by the AI. Totally. I
yeah,
don't know
no,
how.
the AI is the millionaire. That's a
Yeah.
great quote.
Yeah.
But like this person can spend the money too. So you're saying it's a good idea to try to do this yourself.
N- Uh,
That's your point, right?
I don't know, man. It's all
I don't
good.
know. There's so many ways that you could use AI to make money that it's like, well, but I don't know.
But yeah,
It's funny.
there you go. First AI millionaire.
Crazy.
Yep.
That's fun.
Very. That was a fun ping pong of updates. I like it.
Yeah, no dark side, no flops, just a bunch of randomness.
A couple of flops, but not specifically labeled. Never mind. That guy did say he did start a conversation about AI. That was the whole goal.
Yeah, yeah. No, he didn't fail.
So never
Exactly
mind.
what he wanted.
Not a
And
flop.
no dark side. AI is definitely not replacing people.
I got a lot of mine from just recent stuff that I've gotten in text messages from the Daily Donut. So that's
Wow.
been helpful. Yeah.
Shout out Daily Donut, run by those couple of guys.
Yeah. Just a couple of guys.
Yeah. I got mine because I got distracted and actually like clicked on that up next video on YouTube that it randomly recommends.
Oh,
Channel I never heard of, not a lot of views, but then it was some dude playing the Minecraft game and I was like, "What is this?"
all right.
So,
All right. Awesome.
well, wait. Before you thank the listeners, do you want to thank the listeners?
Thank you, listeners.
Ha.
You're such a dork. Okay, cool. I think that's all we got. Thanks for joining the AI Monday podcast. We'll see you next week.